G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son. We're going on with our Combat Commander playthrough of Tournament Battle Pack Scenario number 8, Codes in the Sunrise. We're at time 5 of sudden death, time 5, so we're living on borrowed time at the moment. Thank you very much everyone for the comments and pointers that, again, that you've given me. I really do appreciate it. And I know I've made some mistakes. However, one thing that was pointed out was with me firing the mortar. Now, okay, so the comment was that the person thought that the mortar needed line of sight to the target. Now, if the mortar was firing, if I activated the line unit with the mortar, then I believe, yes, it must have line of sight to its target. However, I activated Corporal Rettenhouse and his people and had him as effectively the spotter. So he was spotting for this unit. Now, my interpretation of that comes from paragraph 020 fire, and the first bit is suspected targets. So for a fire order to be announced, at least one of the activated units or its weapons must have an enemy within both its line of sight and range. So if I activate him, he has line of sight to there and he has range. So you can activate Leader A to fire, who then activates Squad B. This is legal if Squad B is the only one of the two with both line of sight and range, and so on. So my interpretation, which may well be wrong, geez, it hasn't happened before, I know. Okay, you stop your laughing now. So my interpretation is that Corporal Rettenhouse can act as a spotter for here because he has line of sight and he is simply telling this where to shoot. So the question then becomes the range, and I'm still taking the range from the unit, not from the spotter, because this is where he's got to fire from. So right, wrong, or indifferent, keep letting me know. Look, I'm happy to be proved wrong again, because that's the only way I'm going to learn as well. Next thing is so as I put on BGG, yes, I attacked over here, but I forgot to finish the attack on the corporal, so he was lucky. And the building, yes, again, I'm an idiot. Even though the objective is only in this hex, if it encompasses a building, then I've been told that the whole building becomes the objective. So again, when I had this person sitting up here and no Germans on here, then this would have been in our control and would remain in our control, British control that is, until somebody came back along, sat on there and changed it to German. Again, yeah, they're probably right. I don't know. But considering this is probably going to be fairly well the last video for this scenario, hopefully I won't screw it up too much again. But hey, anything's possible. Okay, so we're going on with the British turn. So let's see what they've got. And they have a rout hand grenades, a fire concealment, a fire smoke, an advanced sustained fire, and a fire concealment. Oh, sorry. And the other thing was that I had some feedback on my my views on the hidden and hidden objective chits and so forth. So the secret ones, I should say. So again, I believe what people do is some people show them so they know how to go. I don't. I explained why. And it's basically what works for you. So I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. There's just what people are comfortable with. And that's what I'm comfortable with. Okay, so what do we want to do with these blokes? We have 3 fires, an advance, and a rout. But I don't have a recover again to help with this little lion man here. So okay, so the first thing I'm going to do again is I'm going to try to rout him out, because I want to try and protect him. Okay, I know there's foxholes there helping to protect him again. Oh, should I just leave him there? Yeah, we'll leave him there. Stuff it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play advance, and we are going to activate Lieutenant Lyndhurst and his people. Okay, so let's go. So this line unit is the first one that's going to move, and it's going to move into the building here for its move. The lieutenant goes with him. The light machine gun, excuse me, the light machine gun will come around here, and this general with the satchel charge will go around to there. No, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, the light machine gun's actually going to come here, and the satchel charge's going to go there. And this is sort of a blocking force. And again, this LMG over here is sort of a blocking force for if he comes up into, the hero comes up into there. Righto, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a fire, and we're going to get Sergeant Casey and his mob to shoot. Now, my first question is, does this line unit have line of sight up to him? And it does. So I could shoot at their hero if I wished, but I think it's still better to put as many rounds down here as I can. So Casey has been activated. This is our primary unit, so it is 6, plus 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. He can't join in shooting through here because he can't reach. So we have 9 into here. We have no hindrance anymore. So it's 9, nothing else to help it along, and we get a 7 with it, so 16. Pretty good go. Righto, the Germans. First one is going to be the rifle unit. Now, do they have anything to help? And let's have a look at what they've got. And they've got a artillery request, an advance with light wounds, and 2 recovers. So light wounds may help them. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 8 is 19, so they're fine. And 7, 8, 9, 10. And 8 is 18, so they're all good. Righto. That is it. The British can't do any more, so they'll get their 2 cards. And we're up to the Germans. So, as we said, they've got a artillery request, which has a dig-in on it, an advance and 2 recovers. They can't use the recovers. They are going to use the advance, however. So we're going to use this, and we're going to advance our hero onto here. Like that. And he takes back control. And that's it. That's all they can do. So they're happy with that. So they get their 1 card back, and we're back to the British, who started with their 2 fires and a rout and get 2 command confusions. But at least they can use them for marksmanship if they wish, which we may well do. Okay, so let's have a look here. What do we wish to do? And we are going to fire, and we're going to activate Lieutenant Lyndhurst here, who's going to make this line unit his primary. Nobody else is able to have a line of sight or anything else. He's going to shoot straight down here to here. So he's shooting for 5, plus 1 is 6 into here. And we're going to use both these marksmanships. So we're shooting for 10. Plus, yay, 2. We're not firing with any weapons, so the jam doesn't matter. So a whole bloody 12, okay. Righto, so he's sitting there fat, dumb and happy again for 12 already, so he's not going to worry too much and gets a 3, and he is safe, and that's the end of the British turn, I think. Is it or isn't it? No, it's not. They're going to use their other fire card, and they're going to activate Sergeant Casey again. So again, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into here. Plus 6 is 15. And again, as usual, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 10 is Buku. And we have 7, 8, 9, 10. And 6 is fine. And the sniper hits at D5, which is over here and affects no one. So that is the end of the British turn. Get rid of their cards, get 4 new ones, and we're up to the Germans, who have 2 recovers, an artillery request, and a rout. So they can either throw cards away, or they can try and rout me. But again, this is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10. They need to get an 11 or 12. And then, this is not really going to help them all that much. So they're going to discard these 2 cards. And we're back to the British again, who have a rout, a recover, a fire, and a dig in, which is not necessarily any good to us. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is recover, hopefully. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So we want less than 10, and we get 7, which is wonderful. And the event is break the unit closest to a random hex. Sorry, shell shock. Okay, so the random hex is D6. And that's going to be my people, isn't it? Look at this. Yay! Break the unit closest to a random hex. So I'm not going to break the lieutenant, that's for sure. So I'm going to break him. Like that. Now, the question is, we're still in the middle of the recover action. Can he recover now? Because he hasn't finished recovering until that event's over. So he's fine now. But can he recover or not? So again, my understanding is everything stops for an event, and we were doing a recover at the time that we started the recover. He was fine, but by the time we resumed the recover, he had been broken. So again, my interpretation could be wrong. I think he gets a chance to recover. So And he does. So, nah, I may be wrong, but hey, I know I keep saying that. I may be wrong. Oh, okay. So, that's our first action. We have recovered. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to fire. And again, we're going to fire with Sergeant Casey over into here. So this time we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this guy can see straight through here as well. So 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as far as I'm concerned, they're all good to go. I think he can see through there, yeah, because he's going to look straight down this line. There is no blocking to the line of sight. So we have 12 into there. I have nothing else that can help. I'll just check that again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that's it. Plus, ta-da, 12. Okay, so that's 24. But first thing we're going to do is move our time marker up and shuffle the cards. Now, I'm just getting to the point where I might be able to actually beat these bloody Germans. And if we run out of time, it's going to come down to effectively what does the secret objectives say. And considering they've got 4 out of the 5, we could be in buckets of poo. Okay, so cards have been shuffled. Triggering player makes sudden death roll. Okay, so what we need is a 6 or better. And we get 8. So we're good to go. So the Germans get another victory point, take them up to 12. There's no smoke to remove, there's no reinforcements. Dig-ins. Right. Dig in. Okay, so the British have a dig-in that they are going to use. Excuse me. And they're going to put their foxholes right here with Sergeant Casey. And the Germans do not have a dig-in, so they shan't. Okay. So, British are shooting in here for 24. This guy is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they've got 2 recovers and 3 recovers now. But nothing else is going to help them. Okay, so 11 plus 6 is 17. So this guy has been broken. Like that. And this one is 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, nothing to help. He gets 18, which is not enough. So he's broken and we have a sniper. So the sniper hits at M1. And the M1 is right up here. Affects nobody. Okay, so that worked well for us. So what I'm going to try now for my third action. Am I or aren't I? Am I or aren't I? I am. I'm going to try and rout them. So that's my third sort of order, not action. Okay, so we're going to rout the Germans, and the Germans decide the first person they're going to try and do is Corporal Rittenhouse, try and get him back to help this. So he's on 8, 9, 10, 11. So the only thing that we can do is a 12 to affect him, and we get 7, so he's back. I know, we're being nice. We could have done this one first, but I'm being nice. in case I've stuffed up over there. And then we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 again, and he's fine. Okay? It's that karma thing. Righto. So that's all the British can do now. So they'll get rid of their cards. They get 4 newies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the poor old Germans have 3 recovers and a fire. So fire is not going to do them a great deal of good whatsoever. So, not at the moment anyway. Okay, so they're going to get rid of recover assault fire. And they're going to get rid of this recover as well. And get 2 new cards. We're back to the British who have a fire, a move, a fire, a dig in, and a fire. So, we wish to move, don't we? Okay, so let us move if we can. Where do we want to move? I hear you ask. And I go, Okay, let's do the hard yards. Now, if I can get into the gully, that's going to give me 1 cover, but I've got to get there. Gotta. And it's going to cost me a 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to try this. It's make or break time. We need the points. So we're going to use move, and we are going to activate Sergeant Casey and his mob. Oh, I couldn't fire with him. I'm sorry, I couldn't fire with him before because, yes, he's in the line, but he's not within the command radius. Yay! Dad strikes again. Dickhead. Okay. So first unit's going to move is going to be this line unit here. And he's going to go 1 to there. And they're going to go ha ha. And they're going to fire. So of course they're going to activate Corporal Rettenhouse. We can't use the mortar for opportunity fire. So it's going to be 5, plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7 to here. And that is all they're going to use. So it's 7 plus 3. Woo, woo. Okay, so we have 10, which is still better than nothing. And this guy's sitting here for 7 minus 1 is 6. Plus 9, he's fine. And the sniper is at 02. And 02 is right up the top here, and it's just outside of this mob. Okay, so then he's going to go, ha-ha! 1, 2 into there. Okay, and they can shoot again, of course. So they go, let me get this right. Okay, there is no hindrance or line of sight problems. So it is simply, again, 5, 6, 7 into here. So they have 7 plus 5 is 12. And he has 7 plus 1 cover, which is 13. Okay, so he's good. He's done. The next ones to move is this one, who is going to go a 1, like that. And again, he's going to shoot. So he's shooting for 7 to here. Plus 8 is 15. And the sniper at I3. And I3 is here. So he's not going to shoot his own person. So he's hitting for 15 to here, and I am sitting on 7. 8 minus 1 for the road, 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. Now, okay, so I'm going to use light wounds. So I swap this guy out for a line team. Okay, so that's gone. And I give them a victory point, so they're up to a lucky 13. Now, effectively, this bloke is still fine to go because it says play when a friendly team is about to break and replace with a matching team instead. So the way I take that is that all they've done is they've split up a little bit at the moment, and he's still good to go. So I believe he can still go into there like that. If he had have been suppressed or he had have been broken, then yeah, he would have stopped. But effectively what we've done is stop that from happening. So yeah, I don't see why he can't keep going. So again, they're going to shoot into there anyways. So it's going to be 7 plus 4 is 11. And he is 8. Plus 1 cover is 9. And 4 is 13. So he did well. Okay, the next one that's going to come along is the line unit here. And it's going to go 1 to there. And now I'm just going to have a quick squiz. Yep, that's still fine. Okay, so again we're shooting 7 up to here. Plus 7 is 14, and we have an event. And the event is Cower. Suppress all German squads not currently within a friendly leader's command radius. Okay, suppress. So what we have is we have this one and this one. So we'll suppress them both. There is 1. There is 2. Okay. Righto, so we're hitting here for 14, and we have 7 minus 1 is 6, and 8 is 14. So they are reduced, broken, wounded, hit, cannot go any further because they're moving, were moving. Which leaves Sergeant Casey and the Sunshine Band. Okay, so Sergeant Casey is going to go 1 to there. And they're going to go shoot, and they're going to use crossfire. They've been waiting for him. They have. And at the same time as they use crossfire, they are going to use spray fire. Okay, so that's the other thing I was doing wrong. I think the spray fire is I used to just have one shot going in, and then I stopped, and for some reason I started doing a shot there and then a shot there sort of thing. I don't know, I'm an idiot. So first things first, this mob shooting here, so we have 5, 6, 7 plus the crossfire for 2 more is 9 into here. So 9 plus 12, 21. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so let's move that up there. And we'll make this 21 today. And then we'll have a look at what the German cards say. I think the Germans might win this one. It's been scrappy. Absolutely nobody at this time has been killed? Nobody. Which says I'm doing something really, really wrong somewhere. Okay, so I've done that. So sudden death check. The time is now on 7, and we get 10. So we're still good. Okay, so they get another VP. They're up to 14. Oh, look, I've got to dig in. So I'm going to dig in. Where am I going to dig in, I hear you say? And I think I'm going to dig in here. Oh, wonder how that happened. My God, look at that. And the Germans do not have a dig in. Right. Oh. Okay, so he's firing for 21 into here at the moment. He's firing up here as well. So what I'm going to do now is panic. No, but that is coming shortly. Okay, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, I think he loses 1 for being on the road still. So I'm going to call it 10. Which means he's going to get hurt. Okay, so we have 10 plus 3 is hurt. So there he is. He stops dead there as well. And now they're shooting up to here. 4, 5, 6, 7 to here. I should have actually shot here, but no, I set up there because I wanted to get rid of him. So 7 plus 6 is 13. Mark that. And we have a sniper at D5. So we're back up here again. Doesn't affect anything. Righto. So shooting into here for 13, and he's sitting on 6. And 6 is 12. And we have first blood. First official blood to the Germans. For 2 VPs, they're up to 16 now. Well done, bastards. Okay. What else can we do? Not bloody much. Okay, so that's it for the British. They'll get their 3 cards. And the Germans have 1 card to play, which is, oh look, rout. So they're going to rout the British. It's just to get rid of the card. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we pull a 12, he's going to be suppressed at least. And note that we have an event, and the event is break the unit closest to a random hex again. Shell shock. And the hex is K7. So let's have a look now. We are at K7. Righto. So break the unit closest to. He's 2 and he's 2 away. And he's 1, 2, 3 away. Oh, poo. Okay. Now, it says break the unit. It doesn't say break my unit, break his unit, anything else. So I am going to do a random draw for the German. And I'm going to do a random draw for both. And whoever gets the highest is safe, and the other one has been reduced. So the German gets an 11, and the British get a 6. So Sergeant Casey, goodbye. And that's another 2 for the Germans. They're up to 18 now. And they're happy, happy, joy, joy. And that's it. That's all they can do. So they get their 4 cards. Wow. Okay, so the British have 2 fire cards, 3 fire cards, a rout, 4 fire cards. Okay, so look, we could fire. We could. So we could fire with this gentleman here, who is now only a 4 into there. Or we could fire with him, who's now a 5 into there. Or we could fire with him, which would be a 5, 6 into there. Or 6 into there. Or I can get rid of a few cards and see what else I can get. Because 6 into there is, he's on 12 anyway. It's not going to make any difference. And 6 into here, he's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 there, and he's 10 anyway. So again, it's not going to make much of a difference. So I'm going to get rid of this rout. I'm going to get rid of this fire, and I am going to get rid of this fire and get 3 new cards. Okay, Germans. They have a fire, a rout, a move, and command confusion. Okay, what do they want to do? Well, they don't want to rout anyone, that's for sure. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to fire. And they're going to fire. What are they going to fire? I hear you ask. Okay, so what they're going to do is we're going to activate Corporal Rettenhouse. And he's going to activate all of these. And the first thing it's going to fire is the mortar, who has a range of 2. Yep. Okay, so it's got a range of 2, where 2, 6 times 1 is 6, so it fires into here and is firing for 6, and we're going to use sustained fire. So he's firing for 8 into here, plus 9 is 17. And this guy is 7 plus 1 for the gully is 8. And the only thing we have is a light wounds. Okay, so he is 8 here. And 4 is 12. So again, this line unit is going to become a line team. And they will get 1 VP. They've got 19 now. So we've used our light wounds. And now they're going to fire into here with the machine gun and this. So he has 5, 6, 7, 8 into here. Yep, 8 into there. Plus 5 is 13, so not quite as good. And he is sitting again on 8. And 6 is 14. Lucky! Righto. What else are we going to do then? Righto. We're going to use this move order. And we're going to move this bloke here. So he is movement of 4 minus 1 for being suppressed is 3. and he's going to go 1, and there is no line of sight to him, and then he's going to go 2, 3 into there. Now, they can see him. Do they wish to fire at him is the question. And the answer is yes. So they're going to fire, and they're going to use marksmanship. So here we are, firing. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8 into here. And we have 8 plus 5 is 13. And he is sitting on 6, 7, 8, 9. And 7 is 16. And the event is suppressing fire. Suppress one enemy unit in a hex within both range and line of sight of a friendly machine gun. Righto! So here we have a friendly machine gun, and we are going to suppress a little veteran right here. Like that. Okay. And that is all the Germans can do, because they only have 2 orders that they can give. So they'll get their 3 cards, a 1, a 2, a 3. I know this is going a bit long, but I'm just trying to get through it. And the British only have these 2 cards, which they're going to get rid of and draw 5 cards. So that's their turn. We're back to the Germans, who started with a rout and now have a fire and a move. Okay. So, right. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to fire. And again, they're going to fire from this gentleman here, nominating all of these. And this is going to fire into here. So it's a 1, 2. And 4 times 6 is buckets. So it's hitting for 6. And that's all it's hitting for. Plus 11 is 17, which is pretty damn fine. And he's sitting in there for 7 plus 1 is 8. And what do we have to help him? So we could use concealment. That'd take him up to 9. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. And again, concealment. So we could take him up to 10 if we really, really, really wanted to. But he's hitting for 17, so the chances are we're pretty well stuffed anyway. Okay, so we're sitting on 8, and we get 2. So we is reduced. We is reduced. Veteran, suppressed, like that, and then the machine gun and so forth will fire with 5, 6, 7, 8 into here. Plus 9 is 17. Sound familiar? And he's got a whole 7 now, and 6, and he is gone. So that's another point, which takes the Germans up to 20 victory points. Well done. Get rid of that and get rid of that. Okay. So that's that. Now they have a move, route, left. Move and route. They don't have anybody to route. Do they want to move anything? And I would say the only thing they do want to move, and they're going to do it, is they're going to move this gentleman here in with the hero. Like that. So, did the British wish to shoot at that happening? And they have a fire, an advance command, confusion, a move, and a fire. So they're going to fire. Now, with what shall we fire? For fire with this, I'm firing for 5, 6. For fire here, I'm firing for 5, 6. Let's fire from here to there. Okay, so like I said, 5, 6 into here. So it's 6 plus 8 is 14. So this guy is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 6 is 15, and he is 9, 10, 11, 12, and 4 is 16, so both safe. Okay, that is all that the Germans can do. So they get their 2 cards. And the British will have their turn. They've got fire, advance, move. Okay, now I don't know what the Germans have got other than their artillery denied and a rout. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to move.